Timoyex channel.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Timoyex. Welcome to Timoyex channel. So today I want to share with you how Timoyex gets started, the history behind Timoyex. Timoyex was officially registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission in 2013 through a program that was held when I was an undergraduate at Kwara State University, which make it compulsory for all students as at then to register a business venture for our GNS courses, which is an entrepreneurship courses. The name came about from a kind of place of inspiration, because I've always wanted to do something different. I've always wanted to create, to innovate, and to just improve the standard of living. Like, I wanted to register the business. I have no clue about the name, but I have the vision in my mind. That's to make life better through innovation. So thank God, then one of my friends, is a very close friend of mine, suggested different names. Actually, the name were suggested and I turned them down. But when he mentioned Timoyex, I was like, the name of that my friend is Bamdele. So when he mentioned Timoyex, I was like, yes, this is the name. Even though I didn't know the meaning, what it meant there, we just said Timoyex, and we registered it. The name came out, Timoyex International Business Venture. Even people were asking me that, why are you putting international? Just make it Nigeria Limited. I was like, no, Timoyex is not limited to Nigeria. We are international company, and we're so good. We are international now. Like I said before, the vision, give us that name, Timoyex International Business Venture, as at 2013. So got to a time that the name Timoyex, now sound like my name, Timothy. Like, I was like, no, there's no meaning to this name, and that's what brought about our core value, which the T stand for talented. That means everyone that is working at Timoyex, they are very skillful people. We choose them specially for their specific job. The I stand for innovative, and integrity. That is, in business, two things will make you stand different, which is your innovative thinking and the integrity you have. How you're able to handle the contract, the truth you are able to tell the client about the product or the services you're about to render to them. And that's what Timoyex is all about. I make sure that standard is there. Even when the client said, this is our budget, I will tell the client, what you want to go for, this is what you should expect from what you want to buy, what you want to invest in. That's what the I stand for, integrity and innovation. The T stand for talented, which means skills, self-development and all. So the I stand for making positive impact. What we do at Timoyex is to make positive impact in the life of people, around us. And one of the way we are doing it is to reduce carbon emission, and make sure that we all live in a very good environment. So, and through that, we venture into renewable energy. That's the wind energy, the solar energy, and we make sure that every homes have solar energy. So the O stand for oriented. There is this saying then that once I graduate, anything book, buy to book, and I realized that if you want to stay where you are, the world will get past you and you won't know. That is staying at that point that you think you've achieved things, because the world is evolving. That's what brings the O, oriented. In Japanese, we call it Kaizen, continuous learning. We just know little about everything. Not that we are jack of all trades, but when it comes to technology, when it comes to academics, when it comes to other field, we make sure that at least we know little things, we have little information about them, which means that we have to keep learning. The meaning of Kaizen is continuous learning. They say learning is for cradle to grave, right? So that's why we encourage that with our own staff, that okay, you have to continue to learn. Like, you should continue learning. If you have masters, go for a PhD, choose small programs and the rest. We encourage all our staff to do that. Don't stay where you are. When you get into Timoyex, you want to see the difference, that you embrace knowledge. You have to unlearn some things, learn and relearn. In such a way that you will even be teaching them some things that will be gaining from you. That's what Timoyex is all about. That's one of our core values. So when we now move to why, we are private company. Why me yielding positively? In terms of finances, we yield positive. As an entrepreneur, the reward for entrepreneurship is what? It's profit, right? When you look at it in other aspects, building positively in terms of our CSR, that's corporate social responsibility. Are we able to improve our community? Which means we are also yielding positively, touching lives. When we look at our own personal life, yielding positively, how have we been able to even improve our own life when we are on the job? So that's what yielding positively means. So when we now look about the E, efficient, and this has been our core value, efficiency. When we started Timoyex, then when we started officially as about 2018, 18, we were all over Nigeria in terms of staff, in terms of our operation and the rest. But we only have one office, and that office is in my sitting room. In terms of efficiency, we leverage more on the internet. We leverage more on technology. We make sure that we use technology to reduce our cost of operation at Timoyex, and that's what efficiency means in operations, management, in finances. And tell you also good now, we are able to have our offices in 4 states right now, but we have representatives everywhere in Nigeria. Any state at all, you can see us there. And right now we have representatives in other countries as well, which I'm going to mention later. Now, the X at Timoyex, the X means extraordinary. We acknowledge God. We don't just do things based on how wide we study or based on fact and the rest. We acknowledge God in what we do. That's what the X stands for, to be extraordinary. We are ordinary human being that is backed up by God. That's where the integrity and other core values come from.